window still won't roll up, and it was raining. Oh god, look at all this mess. Yo, you gotta support, you know what I'm saying? What is up, YouTube? PBAV back out here, and right now we are headed back to my hometown in Stockton. Reason is because I got all the parts to do the manual swap for the 240. So now that I finally got all the parts, I am gonna head back home to my mom's home and try to swap the parts. Because for you guys that don't know, I actually live with a lot of roommates here in San Jose. Shout out to Eliminate too. You know, you have to enter the giveaway because they're giving away the FRS. But we're gonna head home, swap the 240 to manual. And I am gonna be doing this by myself, so we'll see how it goes. There'll be no more automatic. This will be out of the way. And yeah, but there is a couple things that I wanna do. Probably gonna start doing everything today. I already drilled out the holes for the clutch pedal just because I didn't wanna waste time doing that. It actually took me a few hours to do it because I actually bought the hole saws from eBay and they were complete ass, so they didn't work at all. So I had to like drill little holes and then try to figure my way around that. But I have the firewall drilled out for the clutch pedal. So that's already one thing that I have done. And then I also want to clean the transmission. So yeah, I'm about to go get some Starbucks because I want some coffee right now. Then we're about to head home. And I'll see you guys when I get there. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do and everything. I also forgot to mention, since I got the car, my check engine light came on. And I checked the codes with the ECU on that side under all that clutter. I have a check engine light for the NOx sensor and for the EGR temp sensor. Yeah, so the EGR temp sensor and the NOx sensor. And I did research, I heard the NOx sensors go out and they need to replace. I actually heard that these cars got recalled for the NOx sensor. So, need to replace that. And then we'll see what we're gonna do with the EGR system. But yeah. What is up, y'all? So it is a couple hours later than when I was driving home. I'm just sitting under the car, just scoping out what I need to do on the 240 to swap the transmission. But I just dropped something in my eye. I am just looking at little things, like for example, to see if the drive shaft that I have will fit, because I actually ended up buying only the front half of the drive shaft, and I didn't buy the whole entire shaft, if that makes sense. So it's just little things like that. But the cool thing is there's all new poly bushings from the previous owner. Can't wait to get some exhaust on this thing. Yeah, I'm not expecting to do the whole thing today. I'm just trying to kind of get a head start. So for when I do actually do everything, it'll be much more easier. And for this video, I'm not really gonna do how to swap the 240 to manual, but I probably will state things that people don't know. For example, something that I didn't really know when I was searching on the forums is what to do with the transmission cooling lines. So just little things like that, but other than that, it really won't be a how-to video. But I will record the process, and I'm just gonna get a head start, and then yeah, we'll see where we go. Actually, you know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna start by getting rid of this thing first. Just pop the little plastic trim off. Oh, hopefully I didn't break anything. Bam, we chill. Oh, I think I broke one. Oh well. I know that we just gotta unscrew the little screwdrivers on the sides, and we should be able to take it off. Alright, I ended up taking the center console out just to make it easier to get to the... Oh, got this thing almost off. I just need to go under the car and disconnect the little whatchamacallit thing, the little pin. Once I'm under the car, there's this pin that connects to the freaking shifter thing right here. There's this pin. I'm just gonna take it off. Oh, whoa, I did that shit with my hands, boy. Just gotta be good now, you feel me? Alright, again, here's something that I did not know when I watched other videos, was I think this is the thing that locks the key in. Because when I spin this knob, you'll hear the key kind of like lock. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I think it has something to do with that. So what you guys have to do is take out this little pin on the inside right here, right there. Bam! And then you should be chilling. After you pull that pin out, there's gonna be this little plastic thing. As you can see, I cut myself pulling it out, but this plastic thing is inside of here just like that, and you're gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then your whole shifter assembly should come right out. And you just toss this away, or you keep it for savings just to let people know that you had an automatic 240. Alright, so I actually did drilled the hole out for the clutch pedal. As you can see, there's a giant hole right there. Don't mind how the hole looks. I actually have to improvise because I bought hole saws from eBay and they're complete boo-boo. So I have to drill small holes and then drill the correct size hole for the fitting. But I'm gonna go ahead and install the clutch pedal. And then, yeah, I have all the parts laying in this box back here. I ended up ordering a brand new clutch pedal from Injuku for about like $170. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the clutch pedal. And I got a brand new master cylinder, so we'll install these right now. Also, when installing this, the automatic ECU right here will be in the way, so you have to put this somewhere else or something like that. So I gotta figure out where that's gonna go because the clutch pedal won't have any clearance to fit up there. And all you do to remove that is two 10mm bolts. There's one right here, and I already took the one on above out, so it'd be much easier. I actually just realized the hole that I drilled is a little off-centered, so I gotta drill a little more this way. But we'll get back to that tomorrow because I don't want to be too loud. So for right now, we're gonna drain the transmission and get as much done as we can, such as see if we get the transmission bowls, starter, etc., etc. So let's get started with that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is drain the transmission from the drain plug right here. Gotta figure out what size it is. Then I gotta take the bolts off of the drive shaft. Oh yeah, ATF right inside of the cut of my hand. Actually, pretty freaking clean. All right, the best way to take the drive shaft bolts out is if you put the e-brake on, untighten it, take the e-brake off, and then you should be able to twist it to get to the rest of the bolts back there, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, the drive shaft was honestly really easy to get out. Only thing was there was a bracket that was right here in between the drive shaft, which is that one, just to make sure it didn't fall. It was only 14mm, I think. It was super easy to take out. The car is tilted kind of like this way, so transmission, it probably still has fluid in it. I figured since I'm in this position, I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen these bolts, and then I'm gonna go get the oil cooling lines for the transmission and loosen those. But first, just loosen this bracket that connects to the exhaust. Okay, this is actually pretty freaking useful. I've seen someone do it on YouTube, I forgot who, but if you follow the cooling lines for the transmission, so if you follow them all the way up, right here you can see my fingers right there. So that's the cooling lines, and then they go to right here. You can see that they're connected, and what the guy did was just disconnected the lines from here and pulled the transmission out that way, which I'm going to do as well. It seems much more easier. What he also did was, sorry if the video's backwards, but what he also did was, as you can see, there's two hoses right here. You can use one hose for both, so that way the radiator isn't going to leak fluid everywhere and everything will be cool. Okay, sorry for the video being under the car a lot, but this is what I'm talking about. These are the two cooling lines that go from the radiator to the transmission. So since this thing is longer, you're gonna connect this one to that one. That way there's gonna be a consistent flow in the radiator, other than having a big old leak. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one off. And yeah, it's actually not too bad to take off. After we finish disconnecting these from the cooling lines, we're just gonna connect this one to that one. Got the drive shaft out, got the transmission drained, and then yeah, after I do these cooling lines, next steps will be doing the starter, bell housing bolts, and then the sensors and everything like that, and then we chilling. All right, and when you finish, it would look like this. So that is just going to this, and yes, it will be very messy, so have something that you clean up with. And I'm still having stuff drip out of the cooling line. So since I'm under the car already and in this position again, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these bolts, make my way up to the starter, and see where we get. God damn, that boy bleh right there. Yep, so I got these 4 bolts out. I'm just making my way around the bell housing now. Didn't take the starter out yet, I'm gonna do that right after, but barely got this to fit. I'm just going like little increments at a time on this side. All 14mm bolts. Make sure you use gloves too. My hand is completely wrecked. Okay, I got most of the transmission bolts out, but I got stuck with 2. One being one of the starter bolts, second being the one right in the back of the engine. So I'm gonna give it a rest until tomorrow. So when doing the car, I actually got stuck One being with one of the starter bolts, second being with one of the transmission bolts right in the back of the engine. I still gotta get, but I have to go and get an adjustable ball joint that connects to the extension, or an adjustable thingy, whatever it's called. But I wanted to show you guys that I am keeping the automatic drive shaft, the back part of it. I read that it's the same length. The only difference is the front part. As you can see, this is the new one that I got. Well, not new, but I painted it. This is the one that is for the manual S14 to the right, and for the automatic S14 to the left. As you can see, the yoke on the manual one is longer than the automatic one, but the automatic drive shaft is longer than the manual one. But that's gonna do it for tonight. I still gotta make choreography for a class that I'm teaching tomorrow, and my face is all dirty. So I'll see you guys tomorrow after I pick up the tools to finish this project. So